Welcome back to Unisystem Shadowrun. I'm your host, the Dungeon Master Vince, and today we're playing another episode of this wonderful Shadowrun world. The last time we left off, the guys had broken up what looked like a deal going on between a mysterious man, who they later found out was named Victor, and they found out the woman doctor that was working with them had her son being held hostage. After discussing it with him and beating Smokey Joe up quite a bit, and taking all the information from both of them, they went back to the doctor's fancy apartment to hold up and see if they can make some more contact with some various people to figure out where they can go from there. And that's kind of where we left off. You were heading to the doctor's apartment. Smoothy was still in the lobby giving autographs to his fans as everybody was heading up to the... So I'll let you guys take over from there.
How long are the fans holding me down? Are they really kind of swarming me, or do I need to...
It's like more? 4 girls that are just like...
Yeah, that's right. I told them to save up their lunch money for my future record release.
Oh my God.
And I kind of point my finger at him, giving a little finger bang, and then I...
Oh, wait, what?
Finger bang. Like, pow,
Yeah, poo-poo. Yeah, I got you.
And I go jump in the elevator, and I start catching up with the others.
All right, you head upstairs, and you're in the hallway. You head into her private apartment, which is kind of like a security measure to get into there anyway. She has to eye scan to get in her apartment. You know she's not some wackadoo person. She's the big deal, and she's the CEO of a company. So once you get inside of her apartment, it is a lavish, giant apartment with, a place that walks down into the living room. There's like a piano in there. There's a balcony with a beautiful view over the city. There's a fireplace, which you could see that there's a TV that comes down above the fireplace, up on the wall. You see all the modern amenity, I can't talk, possible. And, she says, well, make yourself at home. Don't break anything.
Not to. So, Dr. K, where can I set up?
She walks over to an area where there's a desk and a couple wires and everything like that, and a computer, and she says, here you go.
Say, do you have any, special firewalls or anything of that nature I need to worry about?
What are you trying to do? I'm asking you as the DM.
Well, remember, we're trying to hack into the cell phone tower so we can triangulate the position of Resnick when he calls or we call him.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, there's no firewall.
So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and set up, plug myself in. And do you guys want to do anything before I start? Anything special?
Nope.
All right. So yeah, go Matrix style into the Matrix, so to speak.
All right. Go ahead and give me a computer roll so you can hack in the towers without getting caught.
Alrighty. Let's see. That would be an intelligence and computers. Oh,
dice fall on the floor.
No. I rolled. Is there a penalty for rolling a 1?
Technically, there really isn't a penalty for rolling 1 in this system when it comes to non-combat. It just basically means you fail.
But just for you.
There we go. Actually, technically, you know what?
You got a 9?
I'm going to use. Well, I'm going to go ahead and use a drama point to shoot that up to 18 because technically I would have failed. I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use a drama point to shoot that up to 18.
All right. And how many success? I don't have my chart over. How many success levels?
18 is 5.
5. All right. So you're able to hack into one of the local towers in the area, which will give you a good idea the next time you make a phone call where he might be. At least you can get a starting point to bounce off of.
Yeah.
You could see... Basically, your vision right now is you're walking down this old electrical highway, 8-bit graphics style, and you're following a little trail of little bits like your Pac-Man. You're going wappa 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 like that.
There you go. Yeah.
And I just try to get you an idea to visualize. And every once in a while, you'll see this weird figure pop up in the middle of the road. But as you get closer, he disappears, and you're a little concerned about that. You think it might be a security system watching you or watching the area, so just be wary of that.
There we go. I'm going to call out to Dr. Kane. I said, Dr. Kane, can you hear me?
She says, yes.
Start trying to call Resnick. Try to get him on the line. Make up an excuse why you're not in custody. You barely escaped, whatever. Just get him on the phone and try to hold him on the line as long as you can.
So you guys see her. She picks up her phone and she starts to dial on her comm. And you see inside the matrix this like point of like a yellow line coming from her like apartment, so to speak, and it
Right.
blasts right past you down the highway road that you're on,
There
and
you
you see it hit the tower and then bounce off another tower. You can actually just like literally see it from the distance you're walking. So you're like, this is kind of cool, you're thinking,
Yep.
and you see it heads to somewhere, and then it just stops in the middle of like the road, and you see like a dog standing there.
A dog.
Yeah. Now you see her. She's just like, okay, Victor, I got away, and you can hear her talking to her. But what you see is a dog blocking your way.
Does the dog acknowledge me in any way?
The dog is just standing there staring at you because obviously you're following the trace because that's what you want to do, and he's growling at you. And you figure it's one of the security systems in place.
Yeah, but is it from Resnick or is it from something else?
You don't know.
Like, is this yeah? I
When you try to
Can
move
I
around
sense-
him, he follows you, like as if not letting you go past.
Okay. Is there any way? Is this a kind of another person like me who's hacked in, or is this a pure program?
It looks like a program, it looks like a block to you, something you're gonna have to break down.
Okay. So here's what I want to do. Since it's in the form of a dog, and this is all pretty much virtual reality,
Yes.
I'm going to do the equivalent of making friends with the program.
Okay.
I'm going to manifest a digital stake.
All right. Go ahead and roll your computer.
That's better. All right, so that is 14. Okay, a total of 14.
Okay. And what? How many successes is that?
What is that? 3, I think. I'm just doing off the top of my head.
It might be 4. Let me check quick. 14?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
14 is 3, yeah.
If that's not enough, I will use a drama point to jack it up.
No, it's actually not enough. That's what I was asking.
Okay. All right, so then I'll go ahead and use another drama point, and so that goes up to 24.
All right. So you manifest this stake. It's on a plate in front of you, floating in the air.
Yeah, and I basically feed it to the cyber dog.
All right. Well, yeah, you toss it to him, and he
Sounds
eats
like
it.
fingernail clippers.
Yeah.
Thought it was.
Okay.
So the rationale behind this is everything is symbolism, right?
Mhm.
And the dog in the form of the dog, symbolic. The stake is symbolic. In other words, me bypassing these security measures using symbolism.
Yeah, exactly. You nailed it. Way to go. Get your drama point back because you rationalized.
There you go.
So the dog disappears, and you're able to walk around hacking the block, and you see it heads over. You bounce off a couple towers, and you get right to where, and you actually could see the man on the phone talking to her. And she's like, well, yeah, we need to meet up right away. And you can actually see the actual building he's at and everything, and you can write down the information. We'll just say it's like 31 and 57th Street for now.
All right. Is there any possible way he could see me? I don't want to alert him. If
No. You're in the Matrix. It's not like you see him as if a real person. You kind of see like an outline of him. It's hard to explain. I'm trying to figure out how to explain it to you.
No, I get 100%. I just didn't know if he was actually there like I was, or what.
No.
All right. So once I get that relevant information, because the whole point of me being here was to get this information, I go ahead and zap back out.
Okay. You successfully unjack yourself.
There we go. I turn to the others and I say I have a location. We probably need to move fast.
And she hangs up the phone. She goes, I'm done. He wants me to meet him at 3157th Street.
Perfect.
And that's the address that you heard or saw.
All right, awesome.
So she's not lying or anything.
Right. I was able to confirm it. I looked at the others. Said, what time does he want us to be there?
I'm supposed to go there in a couple hours.
Okay, they'll give us some time to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, this could be a trap. That's the issue.
Hey, that guy, Stonehands, you said he ran like really fast, right?
Yeah, he ran faster than I think he should have been able to. And he has a whole cyber arm, so he's enhanced.
I need to make some sort of Narcan so we don't have to deal with all of that steroids or whatever it is that he's got going through his system. So I need to go to my lab for like 30 minutes.
All right.
Well, we got a couple hours, so
Do you guys just want to meet there, and everybody kind of go do their own thing, get their prep ready, and then just maybe meet 15 minutes before the meeting?
Meet me at the place 15 minutes? Yeah, that's fine. It's cool
Yeah.
with me. What about
Okay.
you, Stonehands?
that works for me.
Who's
Anybody
staying
wanna
with
stay with
and
the
who's
doc?
coming with me?
You know what? I will stay with Dr. Kane because I think that my biggest contribution has just happened, and I can just keep an eye on Dr. Kane while you two go do your real battle prep, so to speak.
Okay.
Okay, sounds
Okay.
good.
All right. So you guys head down to the van and go back to your lab. Did you want to do anything else, Rob, or you just hand it over to them for now?
Yeah, I'm just gonna hand it over. Yeah, I've already eaten up some time, so I'll hand it over to.
Okay. So you head back to your clinic, Geoff, and
Okay.
you guys pull up outside, and the first thing that you notice is the door is smashed in.
Well, that's not good.
I mean, you kind of
Nope.
expect something like that in this area, but this is like different. The windows are smashed. You look inside, like the entire like waiting room is trashed.
Can I check my camera? Do I have cameras or anything I can check?
I would think you have cameras in it because of the way you keep things in the back, you know, because actually you have medication there, so you probably would have cameras.
Okay, so I check the cameras. Is there people in there?
Oh yeah, you see some guys in black serpent vest, plainly not caring, just throwing rocks through the window, destroying the lobby, chasing your nurse out, then grabbing her on the bike and leaving. Or I shouldn't say your nurse; it's probably just your assistant. So they took her. They smashed everything. Some of the animals that you had, they just let them out the door. They didn't hurt them, let them out.
That's not good.
You go to your back room, all your equipment is smashed, and you see a black serpent sprayed on the wall.
Well,
Oh, it's on now.
that's not good. Let me salvage what I can and try to make an antidote for this thing real quick. Was it? I don't remember.
The veil.
Veil, yeah.
Oh,
Because
okay.
the guy kind of like reverse the effects of the veil.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to do that with what's left here, unfortunately.
Oh man, I might have to go to my apartment then. I mean, I have a smaller lab there, but my good stuff is all fucked up.
This is not something you're going to be able to reverse engineer in like 30 minutes. This is like a project to reverse. 'Cause
Oh goodness. Okay.
yeah, it's not something you can just like go to your lab and whip up something to reverse. I
Okay.
wish, but no.
Hey, how about I mean, we know someone who has access to a very, very high level lab, you know, Dr. Kane. Maybe we could, I mean, they make it there, maybe, at her place. I'm not sure, at her company.
Is my safe all broken into too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they effed up the place.
I think we might need some heavier firepower.
So I let my contacts know, or not my contacts, you know, my patients and the other doctors know that the clinic will be shut down due to attack by a local gang called the Black Serpents.
Now, are you going to notify the police, or you're not even going to?
Yeah, I mean, there could be a problem with what was stolen. So yeah,
All right, so you call the police, and detective heads down that way, and so a couple cop cars. They rope off the area, or they string off the area, and they start taking down on any evidence. They try to look for fingerprints and stuff like that while they talk to you. And where were you when this happened? We just have to account for that for the insurance purposes.
oh, I was just out with my friends. Like my friend Stonehand over here. We were just out there, you know, chilling.
All right, that's good enough for them. And they said, well, we're going to be here for a couple hours, probably doing this. So
Oh man, that sucks.
he says the detective gives you his card.
Thanks, man. I hope you catch these guys. It's not cool to break into my lab break in my clinic like.
And he's like, all right, we'll send you a report that you can file with your insurance company. We'll talk to you later. And he kind of just leaves and heads inside, puts his gloves on.
It's like, yeah, I know you're talking. I know you're talking stoner. I'm just gonna ignore you.
Yeah.
Just go on. And I had to file with my insurance. I guess we're gonna have to call Dr. Kane and see if we can have access to a lab or something.
Both of you give me a perception check.
Alrighty.
Okay.
It's 11.
11. Rick?
And I got a 14.
I got 2 successes. He got 3 successes.
Okay, thank you. So Rick, you notice as you and the doctor are walking back to the van, you see a motorcycle taking off and it looks like Smokey Joe, and he's looking back over his shoulder, and he's flipping you off and laughing as he's driving away down the road.
God, if stupid cops are here, or I'd shoot him.
You like reach your hand into your vest like, ah.
Yes, exactly. We know where. Well, that's it. He's toast.
Well, so much for the amnesia.
Yep.
Yep.
So, gonna have to call Smoothy and the doctor.
So
Yep.
you're calling Smoothie.
Yeah.
All right, Smoothie. Your com's ringing, and you see it's the doc.
Yo, Dr. Dude, what's going on?
Oh man, Smokey Joe just completely destroyed my lab.
Oh man.
Fucking kidnapped my assistant and really destroyed everything.
Man, this is all my fault, man. I am so sorry. It's all my fault.
Oh well.
No,
We just
no,
gotta
no,
work
it's
up
not
from
as
the
well.
beginning.
How's it your fault?
Dude, because I accidentally said his name, because he opened it up for a really great joke. And I'm like, no, this is Dr. Dude. And I'm just like, God. Hey, man.
I
promise you
forgot about
something.
that.
Yeah, I promise you something. I'm going to have a charity event just for you to basically fix up your clinic, the whole 9 yards.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. Yeah,
But
it sucks, but yeah, we've worked our way from the bottom before.
Yeah, well, but it still doesn't change the fact that this guy knows your name now.
Oh yeah, man, I might have to change my alias.
To the dude
I don't
doctor,
know.
the dude doctor instead, right?
Dr. Guy.
Even better.
The Doctor Dude.
Yeah, the Doctor Dude. That'll get away with it, yeah.
Anyway, I'll do whatever I can to fix it.
It's okay, but hey, we gotta get it to another lab, man.
All right, maybe
Since you're with Dr. Kane, maybe you could
Dr. Kane. I'll call
talk to
Dr.
her
Kane.
about it.
Yo, Dr. Kane, they need to talk to you.
She comes over. What's wrong?
I'll let them tell you.
Hello?
Oh no, we just need access to a lab or something.
I don't know where you were going to get that. I mean, there might be one. No, I don't have access to a lab. I mean, I work at the company, but I can't just let you in a secure lab.
Aren't you the CEO?
Yeah, but you can't just let random people into a secure lab that's sterile and stuff like that.
You don't have
saying
access
that
to
we're
another
dirty?
lab?
I guess. I mean, sure, yeah. I have access to a smaller lab that's probably not in use. I have to get you through security, but what are you going to do?
I just gotta, prep up some stuff. That's all. I don't like to kill people, but that means I still have to make some stuff so I can, persuade people to not kill me.
All right. She says,
Some punks broke into his lab and trashed his equipment, and we don't have access to another lab at the moment.
All right. And she gives you an address to meet at her company. She says, I guess, Smoothie, you're going to get me there?
I'll get you wherever you need to go.
Tells you the address to go. Meeting there in 15 minutes.
All right.
Yes.
Before we go, I need to stop at home and get my rifle and that shotgun because we need some extra firepower.
All right.
Right. So it drops you off at your apartment.
So, guys,
All
I'm
right.
going to go ahead take the doc for a ride. Give the doc a ride, and I'll meet you there.
All right.
Fast forward, you all meet up outside the building. And she brings you in through security into a small lab. And there's a couple people that question why you're there. And she's just like, oh, they're working on a special project for me. It's hush-hush, And they're kind of curious. So they're watching, but they're not really interrupting anything. And she's like, all right, well, here's it's like a basic small lab, the equivalent of like a college lab or something. It has all the stuff that you pretty much need.
Okay. So, yeah, he can make some more knockout stuff. Maybe some more... do they have the right chemicals that he needs to make all that stuff?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, some more sodium pentothal or truth serum.
Yeah, I would think so. I'll roll percentage for it. Yep, you got it. 98.
And he's going to take... do they have a chemical analyzer?
48 now.
Okay, no chemical. Okay, so that's all he can do for right now. So, all right, I'm ready to go.
All right.
Oh, no doubt people are trying to blow up.
No, there's a dice just making sure.
Oh,
it works.
nice. People trying to blow up my phone. Like, what happened? What happened? Why aren't you open?
Yeah, you get some text messages and stuff like that.
He writes his apologies. It's like, sorry, a gang broke in and stole some stuff. If you have any information, please let me know. Oh, people gotta be pissed. I mean, they were looking for this guy.
We can make the public hate the black serpents.
Yeah, I was like, they're probably hating him right now.
Well, a couple.
What is
Post
the
that BO?
Yeah. I mean, what are the Black Serpents' kind of reputation on the street
They're
already?
a horrible gang, a biker gang that deals drugs, and they run a lot of stuff in towns.
So they're already feared and hated.
Yes.
So this is pretty much par for the course.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you take away people's free stuff, like free access to medical care, they tend to get a little bit more madder.
When you tell them it's the Black Serpents, some of the people go, well, good luck.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I mean, some people are
I mean, yeah.
obviously pissed, but they don't. They're just more like, oh, okay. Man, that sucks. Oh, well, good luck, man. They're not doing anything about
How
it.
large is this gang? Like, are we talking about dozen, 100?
They're not certain. They never found out.
They don't even know where the club. Well, we know where the clubhouse is now,
Yeah.
but the cops
a
and
large-
everybody.
A large gang like that, they would probably make an impression. I mean, having a so-called, if you have like 100+ members going in and out of their hideout, it'd probably be very difficult to keep quiet.
The cops essentially know where they are now, but, they're looking the other way.
Well, considering who's supposedly on the take.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
that's So that means they have a lot of money coming in too if they can bribe cops.
Oh, yeah.
Not just cops, like the chief of police,
Chief of police and
the sheriff.
county sheriff, and somebody else.
Yeah. But this is why I emphasize, man, if we want real justice, and I'm talking about real justice, we might have to take it in our hands.
But the what?
Might have to reach out and touch Mr. Malone from about 500 yards.
Exactly. We cannot trust the cops, and if we allow these assholes to live, they're just gonna come and they're gonna kill us at the first opportunity.
The best thing to do. I mean, I understand about killing Razor Malone. I get you. But if you take away the dog's collar, man, that just makes the dog loose. Starts killing everybody.
This is true. Anyway, first thing we got to do is make sure we get that kid,
Yeah, we gotta
save that kid from, so she don't have to make this stuff anymore. Then we can worry
Well,
about
it should be about time anyway.
Could somebody remind me? Is there a connection? Have we established any kind of connection between Resnick and the Black Serpents?
No, as far as GM wise, you haven't really connected anything. You just kind of figured out who he was now. So.
Right.
So what's exactly the plan once we meet with this guy?
That's a good question.
The only real connection that you have is that Smokey Joe was working with him, but Smokey Joe isn't part of the Black Serpents, so to speak.
Smokey
I
Joe.
thought he was.
You mean Resnick isn't?
Resnick isn't, and Smokey Joe is not. Smokey Joe does not have a Black Serpent patch on his vest. In fact, he has no patch on his vest.
It works with them, not for them.
Well, that's...
Yes. It's something that you guys really haven't noticed, but I'll just give it to you. He doesn't... I said in the beginning, he hangs out with them, but he's not part of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess my question is there a possibility that, because obviously this guy has the kid stashed somewhere, right?
Yep.
The question is, when he's not there, who's taking care of the kid, right?
Don't know.
Surely he's not leaving the kid alone. So
You
is
don't even
there?
know where the kid is.
I know that's the thing. So my question is, could, like I said, and I might have, and I apologize if I missed something. So, is there a possibility that the Black Serpents, like the kid, is with the Black Serpents?
I doubt it, man. Probably being taken care of by one of his, cohorts. Because I mean, the guy seems like he's pretty well.
Yeah, I would
off,
think
so
it would be one of his corporate goons.
maybe a thug.
Yeah. The thing about it is, though, if this guy was part of a corporation, why would he need to bribe a corporation to do some basic lab work, so to speak?
Well, I gave you the list of the people I found on Smokey Joe's computer, so I mean, there's a lot of people involved.
Maybe we need to do a deep dive on this Resnick fellow, and we have the perfect hacker to do that.
The problem is if he, I would almost bet that he's erased all traces of himself. But I can definitely try. But I really doubt that Resnick is his real name.
Probably
if it
not.
is, then it'd be pretty stupid for him to get, the hand out, because real names are worth worth money out in the street, so to speak. Especially if you're a criminal. All right. So, is there anywhere to jack in here?
Yeah, there is a computer terminal in the back of the room.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I am going to jack in, start doing cross-references. Anybody with the name of Resnick or Victor. Now I did catch a glimpse of what he looked like, right?
Yeah, you all saw what he looked like, yeah.
Okay. So then I start also cross-referencing like mug shots, things of that nature. If there's any type of facial recognition software I could use for like the places that I know that Resnick has been, to tap into the local feed and try to do a facial recognition scan for places I know that he's been, and I know that the camera's caught him. Like for instance, outside that office building, for example, and I know there's cameras there, and there's a good possibility that a camera got a picture of it.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember what she said about. I mean, all that if I recall correctly, all that she knows about him is when he showed up and tried to get her to make the stuff, and then took her son to force her to make the stuff. So I think that's all that she knows about him.
Right. Well, let's see if there's any trace of him in the net.
You do some searches for him, and you do find various photos of him in the local paper, talking him visiting events. He lives an extravagant lifestyle.
Really?
Yes. You also know that he goes by the name of Baron Void.
Baron?
And that the police have tried to arrest him multiple times and throw him in jail, but somehow he
lawyers up, in other words.
Yeah,
Lots of money behind the guy.
So if there's a lot of money, that means there's a lot of
that's what you
there's
find. I'll
number
put it in the chat
trails.
for.
All right. Well, here's the thing. He has to be holding this kid someplace. So what I want to try to do is get a list of every property that he owns.
Okay. You get the building that you got the address for, and you get 2 more buildings downtown that are owned by his company.
And those are 2 potential spots. What about a private residence?
You do not find a private residence on file for him.
Where does he? I kind of communicate with the other 2 through our comms. Anybody got any ideas? Anything I can look for?
Vehicles, maybe.
Vehicle registration.
Yeah, I mean, if you have that, if you have his license plate, you can kind of look through the cameras and see where his car's been.
Yeah, good idea.
Or where they're
that's a good
registered
idea.
to.
Yeah. So
You
I'll
could also
go ahead
probably see where he's been spending his credits.
There we go. You know what? A kid he'd probably want to keep the kid quiet. So he'd probably want to get the kid something that would occupy the kid's time to ensure, or at least encourage behavior. So I'm going to look at this guy's purchases over the last several weeks, months.
All right.
And because they said that he's had the kid for how long?
At least a couple weeks, yeah.
Okay. So I'll say 3 weeks back. I'm going to basically look at his purchases.
All right, now
And
you're
see
getting
if
into some highly banking stuff, so you're going to have to definitely roll for it. The other
There we
stuff
go.
was kind of common, anything search mode, nothing risque. But now you're looking into
Okay.
someone's credit history and stuff like
Right.
credit cards and stuff like that.
So I did roll a total of 14, but I'm going to go ahead and do a drama point for...
All right. You get some of his banking information, and you see that he's been shopping in the general vicinity of the building that he was telling me to 57th Street.
There you go. And has he been buying anything that would suggest a younger person? Like maybe a gaming system, food that young people would prefer over adults?
Yeah, you see some things purchased at a toy store a few times, things like that.
All right. So...
Candy, stuff like that.
Yeah, I can see that.
White vans, candy,
There you go.
puppies.
Puppies, yeah.
All right. So I think that we have a pretty decent lead concerning what building to check first. And I can always come back into the net if I need to search some more. So I'm going to go ahead and unjack myself.
Missing the opportunity twice to say jacking off, but anyway.
I'm trying not to, Vince. I'm
Go
literally
on.
trying not to.
Sorry, so you jack off. Go ahead.
Okay, there you go. I jacked myself off. Anyway,
There you go.
are you happy?
Yes.
All right. So anyway, I get out and I turn to the others and I say, I think I may have a lead to a possible.
Okay.
So and I tell him about the stuff he's been buying and what building that's close to. And that's not the same building that we're supposed to be meeting him at, is it?
That he's buying stuff at?
No. Well, the building that I kind of pegged as a possible location for the kid, that's not the same address, is it?
Yes, it is. I said same building.
I'm sorry, I missed
Yeah,
that part.
I said same building.
Would he really have the command to actually meet with the mother at the very building that he's holding her son? Ballsy.
I mean, that kind of seems like his MO,
yeah.
his attitude.
Well, how do you guys want to play this? You want to kind of pre-strike, or do you want to play out the meeting and see how that goes?
Dr. Kane steps forward. She said, "Excuse me, I need to get something from my office. I'll be right."
Uh-oh.
No, you see her walk.
That's the-
You see her walk and go to the elevator, and she goes up to her office.
Trust this bit.
Yeah, me neither. This is not a good sign.
You know what? I'm gonna jack in.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna basically try to infiltrate her office. Either through her the computer in her office, or if there's any cameras in the office.
There's no cameras in the office when you get into the system.
What about through her? What about through her?
Her terminal?
Yeah, her monitor and all that kind of stuff.
Well, you'd have to definitely. I need a roll for that one because that's going to be.
Right.
You're breaking into a CEO's computer, so it's not going to be that
there
easy.
we go. I'm using a lot of drama points, but
You are.
Okay, so I'm gonna use drama point to jack it up to.
Okay, so you see her in her office, and she is looking through her drawers in her desk, and then she takes out something, and you see she plugs it into the side of the computer. You're watching her, and you see she's going through some files, and
of course I pay attention to what files she's going through.
Right, yeah.
You're in her computer, you can probably copy them.
Yeah, as you're watching what she's doing, she's going through some files and everything like that, and you feel something tap you on the back.
Shit. I turn around.
You see a giant guy, probably about 3 times the size of you, and it says, it literally says across his chest, security. And he's got like a little police hat on, and this is all virtual. And he's like,
yeah, of course.
I don't think so. And he grabs you and throws you, and then you land back inside your body, inside the room. No damage. You just
You see me guys like kind of almost like my soul has re-entered my body, and I'm like, ugh, and I kind of, damn it, and I kind of breathe. I said, I look at the others and I said, she's doing something with some files. Was I able to catch a glimpse at least one or two of those files?
Yeah, they look like some type of formulas, like proposals for formulas, contracts.
Oh, she's gonna probably make a distraction.
Or she's downloading a bunch of stuff in case she needs to like bail and disappear.
That's
what I would suggest we do is, since we know where this guy is, can kind of can we get the floor plans for it? Maybe figure out some way to sneak in.
Yeah, there is one other possibility besides what's already been seen. She might be willing to give company secrets directly to the guy in exchange for her son.
A few minutes later, you hear bing from the elevator, and she comes walking. She's like, "All right, we ready to go now?"
Yeah.
Did you
I
get
kind of give the others a knowing look.
She says, "Yes, I had forgotten my folder upstairs," and she has a folder.
Oh, okay.
It was a contract.
Right.
It was a contract I needed to sign.
Oh, yeah.
So
I get it, CEO stuff.
Yeah, CEO stuff. You got it. Nailed it right there, Doc. I think it's time we need to head to that building. We're running out of time.
There we go. I kind of look at the others. So how do you guys want to play this? Obviously, we can have us walking in there with Dr. Kane.
She's going to have to drive her own car, and then we're going to have to follow her.
Yeah.
But in the meanwhile, like I said, you can try to figure out some floor plans for the place and see if we can sneak around or something. I don't even know if they have cameras or not over there.
More than likely.
Some good information to know.
Yeah. Should I... obviously, she's not going to let me stay at her house without her supervision, so I'll have to find a place to jack in over there.
Yeah, I mean you could find a terminal somewhere outside.
Yeah.
What are they?
All right.
The Shadowrun equivalent of Internet Cafe.
There you go.
Maybe something fairly local to the premises.
Just use your VPN on your phone, dude.
So you head to the building?
Yeah, we're going to let her, because we know where the building is, so we don't need to be on her ass. We want to make sure that she gets there, obviously alone, and then we'll just kind of drive up and park like a half a block away or something.
All right. She gets in her car and she takes off.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to call her real quick. Dr. Kane, do us a favor, and I want you to have your phone on. Okay. We're going to be listening in to everything that goes on.
Okay. So she leaves it in her. She leaves it on, not on speaker, because I can see you guys by accident, like, oh my god! It's like, huh? Whoops.
Yeah. We'll make sure we're muted on our end so we don't get, if we say anything, it's not going to carry through.
Got it. She heads to the area.
We'll give her a few minutes head start. And then
I'll follow these two on my bike.
Okay, sounds good. So you guys follow her down the street, and that's where we end this part of the episode. Until next time.